My name is Ben Macintyre, and this is the 13th narrative non-fiction book I've written. It's the story of Oleg Gordievsky, a KGB officer who became a top-level spy for Britain during the latter part of the Cold War. It's pretty clear that Oleg Gordievsky was really the most important spy Britain ever had during the Cold War, and he produced information of the highest importance, really. Bits of intelligence that were fundamentally changing policy, not just in London, but also in Washington, because a lot of it was being passed on to the CIA, and via the CIA all the way to the Oval Office. So he's a figure of extraordinary historical importance. But it's also an adventure story in lots of ways. It's a story of the warp and weft of intelligence, how you recruit a spy, how you keep a spy, how you train a spy, how you retain the loyalty of such people in a world that is by definition fickle and sown through with deception and betrayal. And so Gordievsky's story really is a 10-year odyssey of gradually ascending in importance through the KGB while providing this unique cornucopia of really valuable intelligence to the West, which of course in the end was Gordievsky's undoing. The material he was providing was so useful. He rose to such heights, eventually becoming the appointee as head of the KGB in London, what they call the resident, the station chief in London. And in fact, the material he was producing was so good that the CIA began trying to investigate who he was, because MI6 would never reveal the source of their information. So the CIA launched its own investigation, little knowing that the head of counterintelligence in the CIA was himself a KGB spy. So you've got an almost perfect circle of espionage there. So it's really a story that in a way is very emblematic of the kind of the double dealing and complexity of the Cold War, which we regard often as being a sort of battle between two sort of vast powers, you know, with the nuclear threat hanging over it. And of course that is correct, but underneath that there is this kind of complex web of betrayal and loyalty and mistrust and bravery. And Oleg Gordievsky is really, that is his story.